up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight. Yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All part.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Here's Cade York to start the ball game. And off we go from SoFi. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Herbert going to throw on this first play. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Herbert gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. This is intercepted. Picked off by Derek Forrest. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. First and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll air it out down the middle. That's hard. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Chargers.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Athletic training staff looking at him, so will step aside. Yet another Alabama back in the lead. This is Brian Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Asante Samuel up from the corner spot to make the stop. Third and 5. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Commanders about to send this one away. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
You know what they say about Murphy's Law, Mike? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's had a pick 6 earlier in the game. Now he takes a sack. Fortunate for him, there's a lot of football to be played, but this has been a disastrous start.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. keep him in the pocket, keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Derek Forrest. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. So 3rd and long, trying to pick up a first down and keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick 6.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless, and I think you find yourself in 3rd and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The ball comes out. The Commanders come up with it. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll run with Vidal. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. Herbert to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll give this to Vidal. And he searches forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get two hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing, Herbert. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Commanders with the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Here's Herbert. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. Powering forward. He's in. Gus Edwards. Touchdown Chargers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll throw with Daniels. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. and he will score. Ben Sinnott, touchdown Commanders. York, good on the extra point. And the Commanders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. That one good for 26 yards.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Putting the tight end in motion. A handoff, and this is Vidal. He'll push forward for about a yard. Deron Payne there for the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Herbert. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And he's into the end zone. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Throwing is Daniels. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 11 there, and a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Now he'll run.
Like damn, why I get a like Aaron, I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like what, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now, I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, tryna avoid my hurt. About 6 point something, and it feel like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame tryna play up my name when I'm 23 to it. And I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds in my thumb. Got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of dying them streets to the boy. I lay hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mine, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my on spine. Better off dying. Man, you got nerve. Bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first. Find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt. Funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse. Woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt. 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make it.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert, and he'll get this to the 32. You talk about this Washington defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I won't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Herbert. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, LA! DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Daniels looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Daniels from the gun on third down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Stays on his feet. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On the give, it's Vidal. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Chargers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now it's Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 49 yards. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Off the play fake. Daniels rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 59 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body, because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run with Vidal. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Here's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Chargers 14, Commanders 7.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. He's got room to roam. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Khalil Herbert, 31 yards. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Pushing his way through. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Daniels. Flush to his right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Slot man moves right. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. And here's Matt Araiza now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Davis now to return it. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Porter. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Herbert throwing again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Daniels. Being chased out left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw is Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And they will take over first and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Herbert off of play action. On the move to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Dorrance Armstrong in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third down and 6. Back to throw. Herbert. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
And not only does Justin Herbert have one of the biggest arms in the game, I don't know that anyone throws a prettier pass. Every time he throws the football, I just want to slow it down and have it be a highlight type of a throw. And oftentimes it is, just as we saw there.
A run. Here's Vidal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Herbert powering up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a 3rd and 6. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jordan Addison, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. On the bootleg, it's Daniels. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Daniels. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Back to throw again. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dorrance Armstrong in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Well, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Vidal. Room here to run. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. And that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Deion Henley there on the tackle.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now they'll audible to something else. Daniels looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man down the field. It's a tight end center. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That's caught by Sennett. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ben Sennett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Commanders 21. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now it's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, Vidal. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. How did he stay on his feet? And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Herbert now. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Herbert. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And how about this? Here comes a reverse. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henley.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jordan Addison, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Daniels going to throw for it. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. He's on his way. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's ball, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's ball. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, here's Daniels.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You're going to have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Chargers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Chargers 56, Commanders 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Escapes the defender.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
On the bootleg, it's Daniels.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They go play action. Daniels.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Steps away to his left. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They're going to pass here with Herbert.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
If you show my stock, you still stack tall, you still can't trade it.
storms, I'm out of, but you know she living major. When you flying up, this ain't no cables. Don't live what happened in Vegas, stay in Vegas.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Herbert throwing again. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here's Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action, now it's Daniels. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now an audible here into something else. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To the air goes Daniels. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
York now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Next to score, Chargers 56, Commanders 28.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it up, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Daniels looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Here's Daniels. Ball comes out on the hip, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they just took a timeout. With 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
I tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a 1st down, but a big play as well.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So, for the Chargers, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.